Hey, Dionne the Tea Priestess here for you and me and the cup of tea. um, so, crazy couple of weeks. Crazy couple of weeks. Thank you for everyone who reached out and expressed their concern for me and who genuinely pays attention to me. I really appreciate you. So, today I want to talk about self-care during the crisis. Like I said in my last video, you don't prepare for a fire during the fire. And you'll notice that a lot of times after there's been a big crisis, I kind of pull back from social media. Even if I'm scheduled to do a video, I typically don't have a video done because I like to do these like usually within a day or two of putting them up because I want them to feel authentic and fresh and all of this. I don't plan super ahead of time for our weekly tea talks. But I wanted, definitely when times of trauma happen, you get like monkey brain and you just can't think of anything to take care of yourself. I suffer from it as well. So I wanted to share with you some additional pieces. Yes, I absolutely get offline because there just is too much information coming at me at once and I need to get quiet and get centered. But there are some other tools that I use to help me. And so I've got a beautiful little baggie here, first of all. And this was given to me by a friend of mine. And in it, I collect all of the little pieces, and this is just one of my baggies. I actually have like 3 self-care kits because in my house I have an upstairs and a downstairs. So I have one self-care kit that's upstairs, one self-care kit that's downstairs, and then a portable. And I'm going to show you some pieces that I use in all of them. So this is the most important thing. My daughter and I, Josephine Animates, made a bunch of little books. And I love these books because we tea stained the paper. And let me see if I can get this undone. And in this book, this is my self-care book. And I want to read to you. First, I put a little letter to myself. And then I said, "Dear Dionne, if you're reading this, please take a deep breath and check in with your body. Have you had good food, water, and a few minutes outside? This is your reminder and your permission slip to do those 3 small things to give yourself a break. If you're having tough feelings, it's okay. Here are a few things you can do for yourself. Be mindful of that bullheaded temptation to resist what you need to do to take care of yourself. Set a timer and give yourself some love. And remember, I love you deeply. Love, Dionne." So I wrote that little note to myself to just kind of remind myself that it's absolutely okay to take time for me, especially when I'm not feeling myself and when everything just feels really hard. And then I have a love yourself list, and I even wrote love yourself. And then I've got like a couple of pages, 2 or 3 pages in here where I listed a bunch of different things that I could do to take care of me. Put on some music and dance. 5 minutes of free writing in your journal. Go outside, take 5 deep breaths. Buy yourself some flowers at the store today. Light a candle. Go lay in your meditation space. Add to your gratitude list. And in the back here, this book is actually divided into 2 signatures. So I have like all these pages I've kind of been filling in slowly but surely. But I've got space in the back here for gratitude lists and some other things to actually do. Anyway, color mandalas, and I've got my coloring books, and I've got my Zentangle little squares already prepped and ready. Those are in my bag. Do a crossword puzzle, rearrange your altar, blow bubbles, when all else fails, take a nap. So that gives me permission to take a rage nap, because sometimes you just can't work your way through the anger, but you just need to go to bed. Sometimes you just temper tantrum too bad, you just need to go to bed. So that's what is in this book. I've got some poetry, some poems in here, and I've also got some inspirational quotes. I've got a quote board that's on Pinterest that I just collect inspirational quotes. And so instead of having to go on Pinterest, I've got them written here. Now, I've also, the reason I did put them on Pinterest was so that if I'm out and about and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed or anything, then I can absolutely open up Pinterest on my phone, flip through those, and find some inspiration to keep me going. So that's kind of part of my portable self-care kit. So I've got 2 little books like that. Then I've also got I've got a worry stone, and this is part of my portable kit. And then I've got this little kit that has a bunch of little tiny, like I've got lavender oil in a little tiny bottle, so that way I can quickly rub some essential oils on my temples, or put a couple drops in my hands and just breathe it. I've also got this, again, this is my home kit, so I took some sage essential oils and put it into some distilled water so I could make a spray and just kind of spray it around me and breathe that in. And then I've also got I like this chill pill blend as well. And then I've also, on my phone, as part of that, I've got oracle cards that I can draw oracle cards and just kind of tune into them. And I've got those games, but I've also got, like I said, the crossword puzzle, play a crossword puzzle, do Sudoku, play some brain games, just give yourself a mind break. So I've got all of those pieces on my phone, but I've also got like physical copies of Sudoku puzzles and crossword puzzles and little coloring books. And again, all of that is in my 2 kits that are upstairs and downstairs. So as we get deeper into this holiday season, before you get too terribly busy with all of the to-dos and the wither-tos and why-fors that go along with the winter season, take some time and pull together 2 or 3 things that you can go to in order to help you take care of you. It might be making sure that your tea is in a certain place. For example, I have all of my tea accoutrements ready to go. I set those up usually at night. I'll put my teacup right by my hot water kettle, and I will have everything ready to go so I don't have to think about it. The whole idea is to kind of get things as automated as possible so that when you feel like you're in crisis or in trauma, you don't have to think about these things. Another tip that I have for you is one that I've been using all the time for years now from Jen Loudon. And she said, come up with 3 daily minimums. 3 things that you can do during the day that if everything else goes to crap, then you will at least be able to point to those 3 things that you did that make you feel successful. So for me, my current 3 daily minimums are to make up my bed, to have a cup of tea, and to check in with my planner. If I open because some days I just forget, I get so busy and like I have the running to-do list in my head, but I've already written stuff down in my planner, and then I go back to my planner later and go, oh, I had things that I wanted to do, I didn't do them. So those are the 3 things that I'm currently working with. And realize that your 3 daily minimums change over time. Sometimes my 3 daily minimums were to just get up and put clothes on and brush my teeth and comb my hair. Those were the only things that I could manage, especially during the time that I was grieving my mom. So remember, you want to create space in your life for yourself, to give you a space to be able to breathe, refill yourself, and then be able to go out and help other people from your overflow, so that way you are not feeling like you're pulled in so many different directions. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and if it has, please give me a big thumbs up. If you like the content that I've been sharing, please subscribe to my YouTube channel or sign up for my newsletter list, which also, with my newsletter tribe, I also include lovely little goodies. Like right now, we're doing a journaling class together. Take care of you, and be good to yourself. And I will see you next week. Bye.